third world countries, and the politics of the three powers. All nations should have an independent judicial system for the smooth running of the country and state institution. A nation without an independent and an impartial judiciary, it's a nation without a future. All men and women are prone to crime, corruption, but we need a judicial system to deter them from committing social crimes. They already are corrupted by the society, the environment. Therefore, a system of checks and balances can play an important role in controlling corruption. Moreover, an independence of justice can play an important role, like I just said, in controlling crime and corruption. Nobody can against that. It's a logic now that a judiciary system, in other words, an independent judiciary system, play a preponderant role in any system and any nation. Moreover, an independence of justice can promote a society based on respect or substantive equality, that nobody is above the law. What's good from judiciary department if it cannot uphold the law of the country? What's good from judiciary department if it cannot persuade another country to extradite the politician who take exile because of the background of the diversion of the country funds to personal use? What is good from the Haitian justice if it cannot convince Santo Domingo, Peru, the United States, France, and others to extradite the Haitian politician that steal the money of the country? The role of justice is to punish or judge anyone that doesn't respect the law. Justice is fundamental to social life and civilization. It is a moral value that should be innate in human consciousness. However, it is rare to find an honest man, especially in the political arena. It is indisputable that several presidents deceived their nation. At the vicinity of power, they were very poor, and at the end of their term, they become rich. Moreover, the leaders of elections in the third world countries do not require candidates to complete the financial disclosure form to know the financial status of this candidate. Certainly, this form is a requirement for participation in election in Haiti, but that doesn't prevent the president or senators to loot the country, because they know that the Haitian justice will not persecute them. These politicians do not respect orders. The president of the third world countries are unaware if Justice Department as an institution is the social organ which should protect the right of others. Justice is inexplicably moral and legal. It's time in the third world country for the third world countries such as Haiti, Santo Domingo, the country of Latin America, and others to ensure that justice is carried out with rigor and impartiality. Justice should be a practical reality in all countries. Unfortunately, in the third world countries, there are police everywhere, but justice nowhere. Politicians in the third world countries, such as Haiti, Santo Domingo, the countries of Latin America, focus too much on money. They are greedy. Therefore, they are easy to get corrupted. Consequently, it is really difficult for this politician to create a just society. Albert Camus said, a society based on money cannot claim to greatness or justice. The separation of powers plays a leading role in the development of great civilized and moral society. Each branch should have the monopoly of its function. There are three powers: legislative, executive, and judiciary. But in third world countries, corruption prevents the balance of power. Bribery of the parliamentarian, which are very common in Haiti, Santo Domingo, the country of Latin America, and others, is a danger to check and balance of powers. The corrupt parliamentarians, instead of observing the principle of check and balance the powers, they prevail the interests of executive power that corrupts them. Internal and external corruption corrodes the third world countries. And for these countries have a better situation, in other words, for the political, economic, and social situation of third world countries to be improved, it must have a balance between the three powers of the state. That's to say, the verification and balancing of powers are essential to avoid or reducing corruption and looting of the country's assets or wealth. A liaison between the executive and the liaison or the link of the band of the executive and legislature should avoid at all costs, because this link can soften the separation of powers. The people of the third world countries should not be manipulated by pranksters, politicians, banditry, so that peace and prosperity can flow in their country. Winston Churchill said, civilization means a society based upon the opinion of civilians. It means that violence, the law of riot, and despotic chiefs, the condition of camps and warfare, rebellion, and tyranny, give place to parliament, where laws are made, and an independent courts of justice in which, for a long time, this law are maintained. Thank you. May God bless all.